Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel House of Investments. The Q2 results for Datamatics Global Services is out, and let's see how the company has performed in Q2 FY22. So before that, let's take a look at the performance of the company. Uh, Okay, so if you look at here, over the last week, the stock price has dipped by close to 3.8%. In last 1 month, there is a return of 4%. And if you look at last 1 year return of the stock, the return is close to 356%. So you can say this is a kind of a multi-bagger stock. Way back in October 20, it was trading at around 71.3, and over this period of time it has grown close to 325.75. So okay, so now let's take a look at the performance of the company in Q2. The results are out just an hour ago. Okay, so before that, I'll tell you where exactly do you get these earning numbers. So this is I'm on the NSE India website. Search Datamatics here. You'll get Datamatics from the drop down, and yes, this is the details of the company. And if you go to this tab, corporate information. So this is 27th of October 4:42 the published time. So you can see the press release. Datamatics Global Services Limited has informed the exchange regarding a press release dated October 27 titled Datamatics Q2 FY22 EBITDA up by 51.4% year on year at 499 million, and profit after tax is up by 129% year on year. So the year on year figures are quite good, but I'll open the detailed report and we'll see how the company has performed in terms of quarter to quarter growth. Yeah, so this is the report that I've opened. Please find attached here with is the press release titled Datamatics Q2 FY22 EBITDA up by 51.4% year on year at 499 million. PAT up, profit after tax is up by 129% year on year. Okay, so if we go to the numbers. Okay, so on the top you'll see the all the figures are here in rupees in million. Q2 FY22, here is Q2 FY21, and if you want to compare with the last quarter, we'll compare Q2 FY22 with Q1 FY22. This will give you the year-on-year growth, and this will give you the quarter-on-quarter growth. Okay, so let's get started. So the revenue from operations in this quarter is 2992.3, which has increased by close to 500. If you compare this with Q2 FY21, then the EBITDA has also increased. Margin have increased. PAT has also increased, and EPS is 5.99. So if I look at the profit after tax, if you look at the profit after tax, it has increased significantly from 130 if we compare this with Q2 FY21. But if we compare the profit after tax with Q1 FY22, obviously there has been a drop of around 40. I mean, I would say that although there has been a minor drop, but the company had performed significantly well, exceedingly well in Q1 FY22, and to maintain that number in itself is a big achievement. And the company has maintained a similar figure, and we should give credit to the management of the company and all the key stakeholders who are involved in the company. So I would say that the company's performance is quite decent. You cannot expect quarterly I mean always in Q1 FY22 the company had already did quite well, and to expect a similar growth in Q2 FY22 uh, uh, would be a little unfair for the company, because the company has managed to maintain, and we should give credit to the company. So yeah, that's about the company's performance. We'll take a look at the rest of. Okay, so the operational highlights. Let's see. The company has added 33 new clients in Q2 FY22. The top 5 clients contributed 27%, and top 10 clients contributed 39%, whereas the contribution from the top 20 clients to the revenue stood at 52% for the quarter. And for Q2 FY22, USA contributes to be major contributor at 55%. So company says that the client who are based out of US have contributed 55% contribution, India at 26%, UK and Europe 15%, and rest of the world is 4%. In terms of sectoral contribution to the revenue, BFSI, education and publishers, and technology and consulting were top 3 sectors, contributing 30%, 23% and 20%. Okay, so we'll see the new deals that Datamatics has signed. The US-based tire company for digital transformation of financial and accounting processes using the Datamatics IDP product through Cap Plus, a US-based credit union for digital transformation of accounts, deposits, and the loan payments processes. Then a leading international non-profit organization for managing and modernizing the legacy application. And let me repeat, these are the new initiatives that the company is going to start. I mean, you can say these are the new clients that the company has acquired in Q2 FY22. Continuing, one of the largest mobile tower installation company to digitally transform and manage shared services, expanded relationship with the last bank to maintain their entire loans and mortgage process, an Indian online commodity and derivative exchange to implement AWS cloud. The company is into AWS cloud, which is an emerging technology, and this would help the company to garner a lot of clients in future. So moving on, a leading global life insurance company for managing back office operations for the entire insurance life cycle, which I would say would be a big deal. And if you look at the recognitions that the company has received, Everest Group recognizes Datamatics as the star performer and major contender in the RPA product Peak Metrics 2021. Everest Group recognizes Datamatics as a major contender and a star performer in its finance and accounting outsourcing services. Gartner recognizes Datamatics in the hype cycle for the NLP, natural language technologies. So yeah, that's the highlight of the report that was published by Datamatics today. I hope you guys would find this video helpful. Thank you.